Hi, it's Coach Jeff. It is Friday, April 3rd, 2020. I had a wonderful, wonderful day. Probably my favorite part of the day is uh, I was talking to one of my friends who's helping me create, here for our helpers. And we just got to talking and ended up sharing and talking for almost 3 hours on the phone. And what was so amazing is that the stuff I've been working through and going through and just growing from for the last 4 months, it was exactly what she was struggling with. So I was able to help her with my experience, strength, and hope, and it just relate and just connect. And it was, like I said, if those 4 months of me going through that were to help me be prepared and available for that opportunity to be able to help her, all that stuff was worth it. And I think that's the beauty, that's the gift that we keep being given. God presents us with tons of opportunity to make a difference, make an impact, be a light. But I'm not able to be a light if I'm not prepared for it. And what's wonderful is when I'm prepared, the opportunities present themselves. So, pardon me. I was just, it was so, I was so grateful and felt so valuable to be able to, like I said, share my experience, strength, and hope, and just be there for them. Because a lot of times that's what people need. People need that connection. And I don't want to be selfish and self centered and egotistical and not prepared to be able to help. So, um, yes, it's wonderful that she's helping me with certain parts of this idea and getting it off the ground. But really, I was grateful that I was able to connect with her, and we experienced what I hope, even to a little degree, some people will use the service. So, and just a wonderful conversation. And I think just being able to share experience, strength, and hope is so undefinable, and it's so exciting and so moving. So, um, I, I, I want, my goal is to have everybody, well, have a wonderful weekend, but do something and make yourself available. And the best way to make yourself available is to work on yourself. That's the only reason why I was able to have experience, strength, and hope, is because I was farther down the line on the other side of that limitation. And so, we excuse me, we gave each other things to, little goals to do, to prepare for what's on the other side of our limitations. So, I encourage everyone this weekend to go out there and make yourself available. Prepare for the amazing unknown that's coming. So, no, we cannot create our future. To an extent, there's a lot of things we don't have control over. But if we're consistently working on our availability muscles and our um, being connected muscles, we're going to get stronger in that area. So, nobody tells you I care about you. Have a great, great weekend. Make it great.